The negotiations were suspended as the two sides clashed over streaming revenue, the use of artificial intelligence, and other issues at the core of a 3-month work stoppage. Outside of the Netflix building on Los Angeles Sunset Boulevard, hundreds of striking actors turned out to walk the picket line, dance and listen to galvanizing speeches from the SAG-AFTRA negotiating committee. SAG-AFTRA stands for the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. SAG-AFTRA's chief negotiator, Duncan Crabtree Ireland, said actors would not participate in Hollywood's upcoming awards season without a contract.
So we will not give up. We will not surrender. We will not be deterred from fighting for what actors, SAG-AFTRA members deserve, and we will be out here delivering that message, not just to this streamer, but at all of the studios here, New York, around the country, and our negotiating committee and the staff who stand by them. We will stand strong with our members in solidarity, and we will do it because one day longer,
well, I mean, honestly, award season is important, but it's certainly not our top priority. Our top priority is making sure we have a fair deal for our members. So, if this negotiation doesn't get resolved, if this strike doesn't get resolved before award season, I can assure you that SAG-AFTRA members will not be participating. And nobody wants that to happen, but there has to be a fair deal. This is an existential moment. We are not going to sell out our members. They have to be, at the table making a fair and respectful deal that protects people in AI, deals with their minimums, and has a reasonable, fair compensation for streaming. It's not that hard.
The breakdown in talks interrupted attempts to end labor tensions that have put most U.S.-based film and television production on hold, cost the California economy billions, and left thousands of crew members without work. SAG-AFTRA has been on strike since July. The union resumed negotiations with studios last week after the Writers Guild of America ended its work stoppage.
I'm feeling more determined than ever. Look, we're storytellers, so this is the part of the movie where the hero gets knocked down and you think they're out. And this is the part where you double down and you come back and win the day. We all know that and we all believe that in our hearts. So, look, we're actors. We get rejected multiple times a day. We get rejected for stuff we didn't even know we were up for. So our ability to withstand rejection, to withstand adversity, and to stay resilient is more than I would say virtually anybody else in this town.
Not great. I mean, although I've been hearing that they tried this exact same thing with WGA, basically going back to the table and saying, no, you guys should accept the first deal that we gave you and be grateful for it before they acquiesce to the fact that none of us are going anywhere. So I'm still really hopeful. It was such a good turnout today, and I think it's really good to show the studios that, yeah, we're not going away and we're not going to quit.
We just want a fair deal. We want to be able to make a living, to feed my 2 daughters, and to rent a home in California, in Los Angeles, and I can't do that without these extra revenue streams, you know what I mean? These are streams that are, we're not trying to get new stuff, we're trying to get back to normal. We used to have revenue streams every time they played the stuff that we were in. Now we don't. We just want that back. You know what I mean? We just want protection so that they can't use our face in perpetuity and continue to make money off my face in perpetuity without ever having to pay me again. They want to keep making money off the work we do and not give us the money for the work we do. And that's just not fair. We want to get back to work.
I think we will win eventually. There are too many of us, we're too strong, and we're too important. But I am disappointed. I think we were all really hopeful after the writers got their deal. Everyone was very excited. I think our negotiating committee came to the table with open arms, willing to talk, and they said no. And in fact, they said worse than no. They said, we're just going to go back and give you what we originally offered. And it's not fair and it's not right.
The Writers Guild of America deal had raised hopes for a quick resolution with actors until the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, also known as AMPTP, late on Wednesday said talks were suspended once it reviewed the most recent union proposal. After meaningful conversations, it is clear that the gap between the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers and SAG-AFTRA is too great, and conversations are no longer moving us in a productive direction, said the AMPTP, which represents Netflix, Walt Disney, and other media companies. SAG-AFTRA, in a letter to members issued early Thursday, said it had negotiated in good faith with studios, despite the fact that last week they presented an offer that was shockingly worth less than they proposed before the strike began. It is with profound disappointment that we report the industry CEOs have walked away from the bargaining table after refusing to counter our latest offer, union negotiators said.